outside filming
Go
for
back
about 20
now
minutes,
because
and if I had
we're
stayed
playing
out there for another
Minecraft
30
and my
minutes
friend
in
was
minus
not
47
here.
degrees, I could have lost
He's
my
the
nose. Let me
Papa
quickly
was the
explain
owner
how
and
it
the
works. There are 4
not
different
my
stages
dad
of
is.
frostbite. The first 3 are still recoverable,
Listen,
but once you
please
reach
don't
stage 4, which can happen very fast, it
Oh,
reaches
also
47
even
degrees.
gonna
If
choke
you're
with my
not
brother.
careful, you need to
My
get to the
brother,
hospital
Mikey,
right
come
away
here.
to amputate the black frozen skin. So for the rest
Alright,
of
I'm gonna
this
come
trip,
to
I
where
need
my
to be
king.
extra careful with my nose.
Oh, I have for that. Let's go sleep.
Hello, friend. You speak English?
Let's go sleep.
Where are you from? I'm from the Nederlanden.
Let's go sleep. Watermelon, diamonds, and also cake.
The longer I walked through the city, the more fascinated I got. It really feels like you're walking in some
You
kind
don't
of
have a
movie. It doesn't
door.
feel like real life. And one
Because
thing in
village-
particular really
villages
left me
were
with
the one that
questions.
come to my house.
Above the ground. And it actually has a really interesting reason. So there is
I bet the whip.
ice up to 1,000 meters that will stay all year around, even when the summer comes. And therefore, putting pipes under the ground doesn't make any sense.
Like, imagine you have to dig the entire city with these pipes down, like maybe like a half a meter, right? Which is quite hard because like you cannot dig
What,
like
Mikey?
20 centimeters from there. Like you saw it yesterday. It's like permafrost.
Shovel?
It's ice. Yeah, it's permanently frozen.
Yes, and tomorrow we are gonna find out how they actually bury people in this permafrost ground.
Look at this. What happened here? A leak. So this is how a leak looks like. So as you can see, these are the water pipes that transfer the water. And when there is a leak, this happens.
The buildings, right? Or also not let it sink and break. Did you know that almost all buildings in Yakutsk are built on pillars? Because if they weren't, they could transfer the heat to the ground and that would make the ground melt. Or the buildings could collapse because they are used to permafrost ground.
So they tried to fix it here, as you can see, but it didn't go as planned. This leak must have been here for like maybe an hour.
Okay, because the ground is made up of permafrost, permanently frozen ice, digging is actually a bit more difficult than you might think. And that's the exact reason why I'm gonna film the process of digging a grave in permafrost. What you first have to do is heat the ground with hot coals. You then leave it overnight and only after that can you dig about 40 to 50 centimeters into it.
Even this is difficult, bro. So what is my drinking? What? Nooit, Gario? Je wordt fuck op de winkel.
So you see, all mines were burning, and that's how deep you can dig now.
I'm still here.
Later in the evening we are gonna check out deep graves that the grave workers have been working on for 4 days.
Oh, hey.
Wait, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I've never had so much
the
difficulty filming a
Philippines.
simple YouTube video. Every time we went outside to film, I had to return to a warm place within 15 minutes to avoid frostbite on my nose, extreme stinging pain on my fingers, and of course not to break my camera.
Yeah, it's getting serious, the pain on my hands. Can we go inside there?
And you might not notice this in the video, but while
No!
filming I probably stunk into a warm place about 20 times because of the sharp pain in my fingers despite having warm gloves.
Mikey, we're gonna go to another server, but this server.
And to challenge myself extra against the cold, I'm going to take an ice bath in minus 52 at the end of the video.
Oh, wait.
Did you know that here in minus 50 degrees, every normal item in your daily life, just like a banana, deep freezes. So it gets frozen on the deepest level. And with that, you can do a lot of fun
Yeah.
experiments.
My head is busy now. I'm not playing. My head is busy. It's taking too long to play.
So apparently in this temperature you can just rip the shirt apart. Let me show you.
Alright. What happened? What?
So you can see
What
how
the
quickly
hell?
water freezes in the open.
Why
And
am I
that will probably
glitching?
Make you wonder how running water reaches people's homes here. Well, let me tell you, Yakutsk has come up with a very clever solution for this. Water delivery trucks. These trucks drive around 24/7 to deliver water to central points for homes, apartment buildings, and businesses. So right now we are in a neighborhood, and through connections, we met with a guy who actually has a wolf as a pet. So let's see what's there and let's ask him why. And when I was walking to his door, I could see wolves frozen on a wooden floor. And yeah, that just fascinated me. What?
This is sick.
He was raised.
Let's get it closer.
Wait. Don't go close.
Yeah, so the animals that have lived here for thousands of years include wolves, which can handle the extreme cold very well thanks to their thick fur. But unfortunately, this particular wolf has been chained here without freedom for 8 years. And the reason for this
not
is
playing
that this
Roblox.
man is spiritually connected to this wolf.
He said that he keeps the animal for spiritual purposes. His shaman back in the days told him that the wolf would bring safety to his life. So he's been raising one since it was a child.
So right now it's about 5 o'clock in the evening, and we were just driving across the city. Suddenly we saw a homeless guy, and that made me think, how can someone be homeless in -50? So to answer that question, I had to go to the guy.
So for how long have you been homeless in
It's been going twinkle, seagull to go, crinkle, crinkle.
He's been riding the
What the hell?
since 2014.
2014? That's 12 years.
How can a person be homeless in the coldest city? That's crazy.
He says he is
Okay,
living
it's still
somewhere
buggy.
in a
It's still
house
buggy.
in Saisa region of Yakutsk. So he's not like outside living. He has some sort of like housing situation. I'm not sure what kind of arrangement that is. He's been diagnosed with schizophrenia at the second level.
Okay, this man has been diagnosed with schizophrenia, which is an illness that causes you to hear voices inside your head. And that's exactly why this man is unable to work. Luckily, the Russian government does provide him with some kind of shelter in a homeless center and a small monthly allowance to buy some food.
How does the cold affect you as a person who is like homeless?
Сейчас же самые ударные морозы.
No?
Вот в декабре самые ударные морозы. Река замерзла.
He says that he prefers cold to the summer because in the summer there's rain that ruins his bike. He says the only like cold
What
months
the hell?
because after January it will get warmer and all.
Mikey, come join me. Come join me. I found a glitch on Minecraft.
So, it's actually a culture here to time stoplights. In the whole city you can see people running just on time with the stoplights. Because if you're not on time, you have to wait 60 seconds in the car, and that will just hurt. We have fish, we have meat, we have everything. Nothing will spoil because it's frozen. Let's have a look. When I first entered the market, it completely blew my mind. How can a market like this exist? I can just walk in here and hold a frozen rabbit.
I almost fell.
Hello everyone, this is Jimmy here. We set up towards the hottest spot on the planet, the Love Desert, which is mostly inaccessible due to scorching temperatures beyond human endurance and the lack of resources like water. NASA's medium resolution imaging spectral radiometer installed on the Aqua satellite recorded that the world's hottest land surface was in the Love Desert, where temperatures reached 70.7 degrees Celsius or 159.3 degrees Fahrenheit in 2005. Located in the southeast of Iran, the distance from the northernmost tip to the southernmost tip of the Love Desert is considered 480 kilometers, and its distance from the westernmost tip to the easternmost tip is considered 320 kilometers. This vast salt desert contains many mysterious spots, like Random Beria, the hottest point on the planet, where 70.7 degrees Celsius is measured plateau covered with dark volcanic rocks that are claimed to have no life on its surface. NASA has measured surface temperatures there for several years and has repeatedly seen record numbers. In this hell where the planet is cooked by the sun, we will see images that we have never seen before. Our first stop is Shakta, the last town on our way, built in an oasis in the west of the desert. Here, life is lighter thanks to the high altitude.
The temperature is about 37 degrees Celsius here. Now we have hundreds of kilometers to go and the temperatures will get even higher.
Before entering the desert, we see the hundreds of years old Shafi Abad Caravanserai, which is now in ruins.
In desert part, the weather is so hot, we find some water and put our scarf or shanab in the water. Put it on our head to reduce the temperature. So we need to record the track of going to the desert. There is a backup company which is following our GPS and our track, and if something happens to us, they immediately come to us.
The Lop Desert is also recognized as one of the driest regions in the world. It usually receives less than 30 millimeters of precipitation per year, and this small amount of rainwater falls from the surrounding mountains where it evaporates.
There are many salt lakes that are drying up, supporting heat. Unfortunately, some migratory birds communicate with cattle when they fly into the area. They come to these salty lakes and drink salty water without knowing that they will put mistakes with their lives. It shows that nature does not work and has not put it. But this is beyond recognizable. That's good.
In order to move forward in the desert, we lower the pressure of the tires of the car. They shiver under rough terrain conditions.
We're just at the beginning of the road. Let's measure the soil temperature. 63.7 degrees Celsius, 146.6 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what will happen in a few numbers. You see now that the shadow is 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees Fahrenheit. We're still early in the day.
I keep the phone cooler like this with this ice, and if it is not hot, it doesn't work.
After a difficult 2-hour journey into the heart of the desert, we finally approach the central point. This place has one of the lowest altitudes in the Lop Desert and is the second hottest spot. After this point, if we are going to stay outside for more than 2 minutes, no part of our body should be exposed, including our hands. The first thing we did as soon as we got out of the vehicle at around 12 was to measure the temperature of the ground. Our infrared thermometer showed 66.9 degrees Celsius, 66.3 degrees Celsius, 68.2 degrees Celsius. After only 2 minutes of laser thermometer measurement, the device gives an error due to high temperature. Our immersion thermometer, on the other hand, shows 69.6 degrees Celsius. Our guide worried that we might get stuck in the sand and quickly got off the vehicle.
I'm gonna pass these dunes and then I'll pick you up there because the car should be lighter.
As we move towards the center of the desert, the conditions are getting tougher. There are clouds out there which we have not seen anywhere before.
We need to be very careful near the sand dune because we got to stop immediately. Be very careful and drive very good.
It's very hot to breathe here. I'm actually very thirsty. As you see, the red line of the thermometer stuck to the top. It's not moving. Can't measure. It shows that it exceeds 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit. We also have a laser thermometer here. This no longer works at all, giving an error message. This is an immersion thermometer. There is a temperature of 52 degrees Celsius or 125.5 degrees Fahrenheit here. Our guide says we will go further, but even this geography does not allow us to breathe. After opening the window, it is like, here's the right mission. It's really unbelievable.
The floor is like a pan on a stove. The ambience is like an oven.
We are pushing the boundaries here. I was thinking that I would be relaxed when I opened the window, but it is worse.
It's like the hot air squeezing our throats. Air temperature and surface temperature are different concepts. While the surface temperature indicates the values for the sand absorbing the sun, the air temperature indicates the values in the air at least 1.5 meters above the sand. Usually the surface temperature is higher than the air temperature.
Hacı Baysa.
What the?
My shoe is melted.
But we feel like bathing. We're not in the hottest place yet. Our friends still just melted because of stepping on
What
the
the
ground.
heck?
This layer of slip. The ground is about 70 degrees Celsius or 158 degrees
I wonder if them
Fahrenheit.
died.
When we are not filming, we protect our cameras from high temperatures with refrigerators where we store our water. Otherwise, there's nothing going on.
Yeah, use the wars.
Our phones also became unusable from time to time.
My phone doesn't work.
No, they left.
I constantly refill the 2-liter water bag I carry on my back all the time and drink water again and again. I can't stop my thirst.
It is now 2:15 p.m. We are walking towards Endless Desert. Let's see how far we can walk.
The near west of the desert is a low altitude region with an altitude of up to 150 meters and is exposed to the strong wind. Wind erosions form column structures which are up to 150 meters high and can be seen in rows for tens of kilometers. The region is also home to your dams up to 75 meters high, parallel ridges and other geoclimatic formations. Although the wind is strong here, the sand is almost
I have a hard time even standing up like this because the heat from the ground is burning my feet. Even though I'm wearing high-heel sneakers, I can feel the warmth. Temperature measurements are made in shaded areas by weather stations. There's no working weather station here. It will also provide some shadow here.
in the shade near Kalus where there are fast blowing winds. We
No.
couldn't see the 52 degrees Celsius we saw under the sun 1 hour ago.
You see that the temperature is now 47.3 degrees Celsius, 117 degrees Fahrenheit.
But innocent winds can turn into sandstorms later in the day. Winds also make our lips chapped and increase our thirst. The sun rays reflected back from the sand make it difficult for us to see.
That's worse. I feel like I'm blind. There's so much light. Glasses are a very serious need. It is really impossible to see around without them. It also protects against sandstorms from the sides. But this is not the hottest spot. We haven't reached the hottest point yet. I think the temperatures are 5 to 6 degrees Celsius higher than.
After 50 degrees Celsius, it becomes more difficult to withstand with each increasing degree. It becomes impossible to hold several objects, and also some objects may melt. The effect of a temperature increase from 50 to 51 degrees Celsius is very different from 30 to 31 degrees Celsius, which pushes the limit of endurance. As the hours progress, the wind intensity increases. These are signs of a nighttime sandstorm. After landscape darkness under the red clouds, the sound like the roar of the sea reaches everyone. You lie on the ground, motionless, in despair. This could be a sandstorm.
Wonder
We can
skeleton.
finally breathe a little in the coolness of the shade.
Now we're going to get our food heated by the sun.
The temperature of 70 degrees Celsius coming from the ground makes our meal ready.
Then reduce the temperature of your brain.
Here we go. We're resting in the day. It is around 3:30 p.m. It's like the sun is absorbing all of our
Now you're next.
We're eating a local Iranian dish called kurma sebze. I'm stepping on a ground that perhaps humankind has never stepped on before. It's an interesting feeling. These depths of the desert are not visited much. We're near the Kalot. We're seeing the walls of the Kalot. It's quite hot. Now we are trying to return to camping site and we're very thirsty. The water is gone. The tracks started to disappear. I cannot remember where this place is. We've been walking for about 3 hours. The sun has not gone quite a bit. The temperature began to lose its effect a little. I think it's around 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees Fahrenheit.
The desert is an endless road. Everywhere you look, there are thousands of roads covered with sand. But for those who do not know the direction, there's only one exit. Here, some migratory birds enter the desert. They can't get out of the desert because of the intense heat. And by falling from the sky, they contribute to the ecological balance, which includes grasshoppers and desert foxes. Finally, we return and set off on a quick quest northward to find somewhere sheltered from the storm. As the weather is warm enough to take off our hats at 7:30 p.m., the wind speed increases and we hope that a sandstorm will not occur. Luckily, we're safe in this high elevation, enjoying the sunset before the big breaks tomorrow.
I have prepared a light trap to show you that there is life in the desert. Let's see which animals will come.
Information on biodiversity in this region is limited, but in addition to the barren vegetation in the north, many species can also be seen, including including desert foxes, snakes, lizards, elderly spiders, moths, and red-winged darters. However, it is specifically stated in many sources that no living creature lives in Gandombaria, the hottest region we will reach tomorrow at noon.
This tree is the Nepka tree. As you can see, there's a lot of sand on it because there are many sandstorms here, and the tree collects the sands at its root. They're kind of growing together.
Small ones of Nepka trees, one of the few plant species that survive in the unfavorable location of the desert, are everywhere. The hills on
Circle.
which they stand will grow with them.
We're gonna go here, volcanic mountain, volcanic area, and here is Gandom area.
This is a region
If you
where
die,
people who go around with camels for years
you have
barely
to get-
survived. According to the written legends, towards the end
I
of
have
some journeys
to
that took weeks, even the camels would crawl on
get
their knees
Evolved
with trembling
Godzilla.
legs. The most realistic
Get-
looking mirages always disorientated the adventurers.
Have you ever come to Gandom in summer? No, it is very dangerous to come here in this season. It's 8 years that I'm doing in the Lut Desert, but this is the first time that I'm coming here in this season. The weather is so hot and very hot.
Is there anyone who comes here?
No, there is no people doing this.
There are rumors that a caravan loaded with wheat had to leave its load on the ground, and when they returned a few days later with rested camels to pick up the load, they found their wheat roasted. Gandombaria means roasted wheat in Persian. The surrounding sand dunes and mountains trap the hot air on the ground. It's low